Welcome back, y'all. Happy New Year. Hope you guys had dinner right before this because this is episode 8. The pun is sort of there of Beard Bites.
Okay. That wasn't
But you don't
too
have
bad.
to say okay as if like you're basing for impact. You're like, oh, he's like cringing in the background. Can't believe he said it.
He said the thing. Get him.
I'm trying to use the Gen Z lingo, you know? He ate per slave. Actually, no, I just sound. I don't. Never mind. I'm just gonna plead the fifth right now.
Boomer alert.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you? How was your New Year's? How was your Christmas?
Hey man, it was alright. Honestly, I ate a lot of steak.
Nice.
It was on sale for like $5 a pound.
Ooh.
So I bought like 20 pounds.
God damn. But I guess that's worth it.
It was rough. Yeah.
Did you like?
Here, man?
Okay.
What about you? What you get up to?
What did I get up to? Just packing, moving, so getting all that. So there's currently bajillion boxes behind me, which is really annoying. But
Well, you're playing Tetris if you think about it.
Yeah, actually.
Just don't do a T-spin mini, or then the boxes are gonna
all disappear. Yeah, I wish.
Yeah. Oh my God, where's my diploma?
Where's my stuff? Actually, I found my diploma recently, and I was like, cool. And I just chunked it in a box. I was like, I'm probably not gonna hang this up because, why would I?
Dang.
I'm ashamed.
You gotta let them know, man.
I'm ashamed of who I am on the inside.
Damn, bro. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
But aside from that, did you get any chance to watch anything or play anything new? Or
yes, I did. Let me see. Hold on. Let me take off this jacket real quick before I start, because it's about to get steamy.
Nah, bro. We already started, bro.
Yeah. Nah. You know what? Before I start spitting cold hard facts about the vaccines and why you shouldn't. I'm just kidding.
Actually, do you know what causes?
Yeah, you know what causes death? No. What did I watch and play this past? I guess it's 2 weeks since we've done it because we took a break.
Yeah.
Been playing Marvel Rivals a lot. I know you have as well, so we can talk about that in a bit. Good game, obviously, really enjoying it. Nothing much more to say on that except for I'm really feeling the lower capacity in terms of like lower end of machines that can run it. The game isn't amazingly optimized, I will say, but other than that, gameplay wise, I'm really enjoying it. But we can talk about the specifics in a bit. I also been just really shotgunning Metaphor like crazy. It's kind of insane how much I've been playing it. I'm actually really liking it. I'm liking the grind. I'm liking the story, because I just got to the part I think where you jumped off, right, or something. Is that
you close to it? I think
to it.
Like
okay.
you're I attempted like the second to last dungeon, and I was like, dude, this is way too much. And like the game, like even people on Reddit were like, yo, does the third act just like shoot up in difficulty? And it's interesting. Like, I don't want to say more.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
because like there's a specific thing that when I looked at it, like I just like threw my controller. I was like, dog, what the hell? But I'll let you go through, and yeah.
Hold on. Okay, hang on. I had to pause it real quick because the wife walked in, but I don't know where I paused it in your monologue. But you're saying there's a mechanic that comes in. Basically, Ahmed was saying this mechanic that comes in later in the game that you said makes it easier, or what?
Hadi, if you're recording this, listen,
oh my God, I'm on mute. Holy cow! Oh,
no worries.
Scuffed. Okay.
Oh, dude. Oh, listen. I tried to save it. Listen. Okay.
No.
We should probably just keep it.
Yeah, we're keeping it. Basically, what happened was wife walked in, wanted to talk to me, so I paused it, and then I muted myself on Discord, and then I started talking again, and then it still paused. Whatever the case is, we're back.
Okay.
Yeah, I paused it right when you started talking about like the mechanic. So the mechanic you were saying.
Oh, damn, bro. Okay, now see, I thought I was trying to save it. No. Basically, it was just talking about how there's like a hidden like archetype or role that you can get, but it's like so specific and you have to grind for it. But yeah,
I think I'm seeing like because I've maxed out my relationship with Heisme, with Hulkenberg, and with Stroll. And
Mm-hmm.
I've seen something at the bottom of each of those trees saying like, "Hey, you can something embodiment," and I'm like, "Okay, that's going to be something. I don't know what, but it will turn
Okay.
into something." So,
You have to grind for it. So you unlock. So at the point of the story that you are right now,
mhm.
you're able to get it, but the path to unlock it is stupid.
Okay.
So like for example, Hulkenberg is like, oh, get like level 15 Paladin, level 15 Dark Knight, and then level 20 like Dark Wizard. And it's like you have to drop so many points into sub trees that you get so late in the game that you can't organically get it unless you grind it.
Well, that's the question, right? Like that's part of the weird design choices that I'm noticing. It's like I still have not finished my relationship with like Gallica, and there's like two whole wizard things that I can't get to
Yeah.
because it's locked behind her. Um, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm still going through it, obviously, so we'll see how
Hmm.
it goes and all that. But
Hmm.
besides that, I actually re-downloaded Cyberpunk. Um, Correction, I downloaded it, uninstalled it, and re-downloaded it again because I think the issue with Cyberpunk is at the start is really slow. The first like hours, I would say like 3-4 hours, are just like tutorial missions and like really slow like cutscene building and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, this
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
this is really slow. So what I did instead this time was I actually like the second time I installed it, I decided to just jump to. They have an option to jump to the DLC. So I jumped to the DLC. They level you up halfway through
Hmm.
up to where you want to go, and all the other side quests that you would have done at that point are kind of unlocked. So I can go run around and do those. And I'm finding myself enjoying it a lot more this time.
Hmm.
Doing a different kind of build with blades and things like that. So it's fun. I'm liking it. I'm curious to see how my enjoyment will be after I play through it this time. But regardless, liking it again so far. It's one of those just throw time into it when I'm just feeling like playing something random.
Hmm.
Um, and then I also saw Sonic 3 this past break, which is really good. I actually really liked it. I think it was better than the second one, but very enjoyable. I think it's definitely worth a watch if you have not watched it yet.
Do you feel like Sonic 3 subliminally like messaged you to play Cyberpunk? Because you're like, oh, that's Keanu Reeves. Let me go play Cyberpunk.
Honestly, probably Shadow was pretty dope in the movie, so
This
like
guy, bro.
I would not be surprised. Um, but
Bro,
yeah,
this guy is a sheeple, bro. Wake up. They're
I
trying to
can't.
control
They're
you.
trying to control
No,
you. Chaos
no,
control.
no, I heard Sonic was good, and I remember like I was with a group of folks, and I was like, "Yo, you guys want to watch Sonic?" And they just gave me the most like, like, what are you on? And I was like, stop, stop, stop. I opened up the Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, okay, guess how much Nosferatu
You
is,
were like,
and
oh,
then
it's good, promise.
yeah, guys, please don't flame me. I know I'm like the weird one of the group, but just chill.
No,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, no, I get you. I told the thing is when I tell people we saw Sonic, they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, it was great. And they're like, all right, man. And then they go and see it, and they're like, oh man, you're right. You know.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but that sums it up. I did not get a chance to play Indiana Jones, but I assume you did, right? We talked about it a little bit.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm actually almost done with Indiana Jones.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll pass it over to Ahmed to talk about his Scrum stand up stuff.
Yeah, so last week actually there was this one Jira ticket that we could not. Anyways, I'm getting PTSD actually. Side note, dude. Side note, they have me doing this dumb stuff right now
Mm-hmm.
for like they basically said, hey, until this thing gets done, you guys are working every day through the weekends until 9 p.m.
Oh
And
my
I was like, dude,
god,
this is. Anyways, that's besides the point.
slavery.
I'm about to boot up Cyberpunk just to hear the Johnny Silverhand speech, just so that I can.
I'm not
Nah,
against capitalism because it's a thorn in my side.
yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
yeah,
Anyways, there's a cop at the door right now. Let me just no.
yeah,
FBI comes in. No.
Luigi.
Yeah, over the past 2 weeks, I have been no lifing Marvel Rivals.
Mm.
So I have played it so much that I'm Diamond 3 on my main account.
Wow.
This implies I have a second account. I do have a second
Oh my.
account for that has 10 hours on it that I play competitive with other friends just so that. But here's the thing. Okay, high key,
With
dude.
his shitty friends is what he's saying.
No, dude. I want to be honest with you, man. Like the bronze and silver and gold right now is like you see so much like skilled, not like skill gap. Like there,
Dude,
I'm
it's
not saying like
so rough. It's
it's tough,
so
dude.
rough, dude. I'm in there right now.
Yeah.
Holy cow. The thing is, like, oh, man, okay, go ahead. I'll say my piece after
No, no, I was just saying, so, like, actually, like, when like, I have a harder time playing on the second account with friends playing ranked than on the diamond account, which,
Mhm.
it's really interesting. But honestly, I really wanted to write the game off because I was like, "Oh, this game is trash," whatever. And I didn't really like it didn't really click for me Overwatch before. Like, I just played it because like friends were on, and then this one, like, I find myself solo playing it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and I don't want to say you can bully people, like, and like I somewhat like people are a bit more cooperative. You're like, yo, hey, we need a healer, and like, but I feel like in Overwatch, people are like, no, dude, I'm like this specific main, right? Like, I
Yeah.
would have thought that people were like, I'm not actually like I don't want to jump too far ahead, but like
Mhm.
I am not looking forward to the moment where some characters show up,
Oh God. Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and
We'll talk more
everyone's
about
like,
that.
I'm this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
talk more
So
about that
anyway,
later. But no,
yeah, yeah.
Overwatch 2, Overwatch had this problem because I played a lot of Overwatch. I really enjoyed it. Overwatch definitely had this problem of people being like, "Oh, I only play like Orisa, or I only play like Reinhardt, or I only play like
Yeah.
Widow." Play around that, and it's like, dude, that hasn't hit yet, and I don't know if it will in
Yeah.
this game. But I think like this game so far, people aren't like that, and the people that are like that are pretty bad. You know, it's not like an overwhelming
Yeah.
majority, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like I say this as a penny one trick. Um, like I move around when I need to, right? Where I'm like, oh, we need a healer, swap off and or do things, or I'll give the role and things like that. But
Yeah,
I
that's the
think it's good
thing.
that they don't have role queue.
You think it's
Because
good they don't have roll queue? Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Dude, because role queue, you're stuck playing a specific pattern. Like
Mm.
I've had like I've had a lot of games where I'm like, oh my dude, they're doing this. Everybody switch off now. Like yesterday I saw multiple like 5 DPS 1 healer. Oh my god, switch. Frick it. We gotta go now. Everybody's like, get off. You get off tank. Go pick up. Like, I have a friend where I'm like, yo, stop playing freaking Punisher. And then yesterday I was like, please, please get off Punisher right now. We need you.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think if you do role queue, now you're stuck to playing, okay, you have 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPS.
I
Okay.
see. Yeah.
And then the game gets like
So you're
very,
saying the
like,
dynamic changes in roles actually can work in your favor? Like and I would agree. I played against a team that was like 3 tanks and like the rest were healers, and it was the most annoying fight to play because like my DPS wasn't doing enough to like how do you out DPS? How do you kill 3 tanks with 3 healers? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
ridiculous. There is a way,
Mhm.
I'm sure. Like, but I just couldn't crack it. You know. But that's
Yeah.
like an interesting like dilemma to deal with. It's kind of unique to a game like this. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good. I think right now where they're at, I think they've have it where it's like there's a lot of skill expression, which I think you need to have in a game like this, right? Where
Mm,
like where you have a lot of variety of characters and they don't like I'm not gonna say like they have like all these like engaging systems, but like you can feel somewhat a bit clever doing some movements, right? Like
right.
if you put a good strange portal or like I've seen people combining the Jeff ult and the Scarlet Witch ult. Like
Yep.
you grab a bunch of people, then you throw them and bang, right? It's
Yep.
like well, they didn't really design things for that, but it's good that like people are able to do that. And I
I
think
would like to think they
another
did design for it. I think that the kits are so unique, such that like they are like some of the abilities are just pulled from Overwatch in terms of like yeah there has
Mhm.
to be like a shield guy or whatever, like has to be this, has to be that's just the archetype, haha,
Yeah,
metaphor.
yeah,
But the way that like they implement it is that like it's so, I think a lot of everyone's kits just synergize well, and I think that they plan that
yeah.
out.
Mhm.
I think we'll know how it is when they start adding more characters. You know,
Yeah,
when they start
that's
adding
true.
more
Like
characters, then if
mhm,
it really syncs up, then you're like, oh, okay, they did think this through, or it just happens to
mhm.
work out. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I think also another like sign that this game is like healthy is like the meme like base or like I've seen a lot of people with very interesting usernames. So it's
Yes.
like so I think this game is gonna have legs based off of like how people are rallying around it. So,
Well, this is the
yeah,
next big thing that like people are playing. Like the last big thing was may, like maybe Call of Duty, but even then, I don't think Call of Duty captured
wasn't like, yeah,
like people
it
were like, oh,
wasn't
it's
a
just COD.
moment.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
COD. You know, like this is the next big multiplayer thing, which is nice. Like
yeah,
I think people were
hmm
looking for something, so I think that's cool.
yeah. There's a lot to like, but man, I like so combined. I have maybe like 75 hours,
Oh wow.
and within that 75 hours, I had like 25 crashes, dude.
Oh
It's
yes,
insane.
yes. I am also
It's
having crashes, but I was so my crashes actually just started this week. Weirdly enough, um, and I actually did some
oh
research.
man,
Apparently, the game is just having memory leaks.
yeah.
People with like varying systems are having the same kind of issue in the game. Like I had a pop up today, a couple that just popped up and said, "Hey, like your system's out of RAM, dude. Like you need to fix this." And I'm like, I have
Oh,
enough.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah, straight
Really?
up. It's just like, hey, your thing is like out of RAM, and the whole computer like gets to a standstill because obviously, if multiple things are running, it's like, hey, like can't do anything.
Like,
So the whole computer freezes for a second. I have to like reset it.
mhm,
So
mhm.
you know that bit's annoying, but hopefully they address it in a patch soon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm surprised I talked. Oh, okay, I played a lot of it, but I have a lot to say about Marvel Rivals. But I think the next game I played a lot more of was Indiana Jones. I think actually let me take a side step. I also watched Squid Game.
mhm.
Surprisingly, I was not expecting much from season two. Man, season two is actually really good.
Is it better
Surprisingly,
than season one?
not better, but like it's a good continuation. It's not like
Interesting.
they like I hate when like sequels are just like, yo, we're gonna do the same thing. This one they're adding like a good amount of layers.
Interesting.
And they kind of like introduced like they introduced some new like I don't want to say concepts or whatever, but like they introduced like some new dynamics, and also they introduced like really good, well written contestants.
Hmm.
Uh that like you're like, oh dang, you kind of want to see like how things go for these characters and things like that. But I really liked it. I was surprised. I was like, God damn, freaking Netflix, why are you milking this? Which
Mhm.
is crazy because the whole thing is about like anti-capitalism,
Well, the guy doesn't want. The
XYZ.
guy who made it is like, I don't want to make more of this. What the hell? Like, but he
Yeah,
has to
yeah, yeah,
because apparently he didn't make enough money off of it.
yeah.
So.
But he did a good job with it, man.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anymore in case anyone's gonna watch it, or I mean, it sounds like
I
Heidi's gonna
do
watch
want to
it.
watch it. Yeah, I need to.
Yeah,
But
yeah, but it's
you
good.
know.
I don't want to overhype or anything, but like it's a I'll give it a watch.
Okay.
But yeah, back to Indiana Jones. This one I'm really surprised. I'm gonna transition this straight into the is it gas on Game
Let me
Pass
ask you,
situation.
brother. Is Indiana Jones gas on Game Pass?
Off rip, yes, it is.
Interesting. Okay.
So I was gonna going into this as like, man, here's another Microsoft fumble. Like, what are these guys doing, right? Like, I think there's like that level of caution that you get into it. And then a lot of people were saying this is the best thing Microsoft released this year in XYZ. And I was looking at it, and I was like, man, like, why you make this a first-person game? Like, this seems so weird. But when I got into it, I will say this is not a first person Uncharted, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
that's because like the linear thought pattern is, well, Uncharted is just basically more action packed Indiana Jones and Lara Croft and XYZ. But this one feels feel like they have the music from like the Lucas Art Farms or whatever orchestra that they have
Hmm.
recording the stuff. It like feels in its like the way it's written, the way it's presented,
It
feels like an
captures the
Indiana Jones.
swagger of a middle-aged white man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exaggerated swagger of a
Yeah.
somewhat non-problematic white guy in the 40s. Uh,
Somewhat non-problematic, bro. Some of
well,
those movies are rough, dude. But yes,
I don't.
yes,
What do you mean? He punches Nazis. He
yeah.
is
But
not.
some of the stuff
It's not.
that, bro, some of those movies representations of us is not. It's not great.
Man said us. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, for sure. It's but like I
But
agree.
you're saying it captures like the essence of Indiana Jones pretty well, the game.
Yeah, like I think
Interesting.
the look and feel surprisingly is very good. There are moments where you pick up disguises, so there's like a level, like not exactly Hitman, but like you have there's a like some simple stealth elements.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the combat can get kind of repetitive, but it's very funny. Like I don't know if you've seen there's like a parody video on the internet. It's called like the backyard slap. Like
Yes,
in
yes,
yeah,
I
so
have.
so
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
I'll give a quick context to folks. So in the UK, I don't know if it was an ad or a TV show or
There's a
something,
TV
but
show here that,
okay,
yeah, or
go.
yeah, basically it was a
You got
TV show that was about like these people, like white people, at like a dinner, at like a park party at someone's house, and one of the kids has like a baseball bat and he's swinging it at the other kids, and he's like being a little aggressive, and then so the the son, let's call him Billy, and Jennifer, the daughter, they're playing. They're like 5 years old, and Billy is swinging like a bat at Jennifer. So Jennifer's dad is like, "Hey, Billy, stop that!" And he starts swinging at Billy, and then he starts swinging at Jennifer's dad. So then Jennifer's dad grabs a bat and like smacks Billy across the face. He's like, "Don't do that. That's very dangerous. When I said stop, you need to stop." And then it's like a whole thing of like, Billy's mom and dad are like, "How could you do that to him? That's my boy. You've traumatized." Like the whole. That's the whole story. And so the parody. I mean, if you want to explain that part, I don't want to.
Yeah. So basically, this like whole dramatization of like, oh my god, this big slap. So the parody is the guy slaps the kid, and then oh my god, and then one parent comes up, the guy slaps the parent, and then the next guy comes up, he slaps him, and then the mom comes in, he slaps him, and then the neighbor comes in, he slaps. So that's what the gameplay loop is, right? You're walking around, and then they're like, oh my god, the Nazis like blow the whistle, and then you have like 20 Nazis come at you,
Mm-hmm.
and you just go in and you start punching, and it's funny because they have like the older movie sound effects. It was like, like literally like
really? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you're like, and then like at the very end, you give like a quick quip or one liner. You're like, see you later, whatever, or something like that. It's like, or sayonara, guy, like, or like there's sometimes like you'll push somebody off a cliff and you get a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
You get that.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay.
Yeah. So there's that element to it. The one thing also, not to be like the oh my god, immersive gameplay, but there is like no map and like there's like no heads up display almost. So a lot of times, like you're like Indiana Jones, he's like, I'm an archaeologist, I figure puzzles, and like the game doesn't tell you directly where to go. It gives you like this like sort of open zone to wander, and you can find like these side quests that like or mysteries that like fit really well into the story, right? Where like like you know how some games you're like, oh my god, the agency, like the world's gonna end, but oh, I have to go do the side quest, and it doesn't feel right that you're like the joke of like Witcher 3. It's like, oh, I need to save Ciri. The Wild Hunt's gonna go, and the world's gonna blow up.
You want to play some Gwent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that feeling here, right? So the side quests are good, and you like there's nothing really marked on the map, and the only way you get like an objective marker is that you have to open up your journal and like read it and walk around and a couple of like a lot of the puzzles I had to bust out a pen and paper and like solve stuff, which is
interesting.
It's nice to kind of
okay. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to play this now that you're saying all this stuff.
It's a good game. I would say it's worth if you have Game Pass, instantly play this. You have to play it, like because it's just cool to check out. If you want to buy it, like $70 is a bit steep. I would say this is this is a no-brainer buy at $40.
$40, okay.
And Disney also seems to be a fan because they want to make more of these games. So which is I don't know how I feel about it because I think part of the reason why I like this was sort of the novelty,
right?
And just like the easiness to kind of get into. Also, side note, dude, the Arabic, there's a part where you go to Egypt. It's not really a spoiler. It's a freaking Indiana Jones game.
Wow,
the guy's gonna go to the Middle East. He's gonna go to Egypt, right?
Yeah.
But the Arabic here is really good, man. I was about to go record some snippets and send it to my family. Like, look at this. We have good representation.
We made it.
No, you know, there's actually, I'm not even joking. There's literally a moment where a character says yes, and like in context.
Yes,
Yeah, see, Anyways,
Beautiful.
but it's good. Also, Troy Baker kills it. He sounds exactly like Indiana Jones, like or Harrison Ford. So
I've
it's
heard, yeah, I've seen clips of him talking. I'm like, damn, that's pretty good actually. Like,
mhm.
I think it's kind of dope that Troy Baker was able to pull that off, and he got recognition from Harrison Ford at the Game Awards as well. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
It
kind of
was
dope.
yeah. So I played a lot of that game,
Nice.
but now to kind of switch gears a little bit, to go back to a game that been playing a lot,
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Rival News.
Ooh, what you got? What you got?
The Speaking of the buggy state, like we both of us have faced a buttload of freaking crashes. I'm out here like at 25 crashes. Heady's got some crashes as well.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
another bug seems to be in the mix where the game's performance is linked to the amount of damage you can do.
Oh, dude, this was crazy. This was
Yeah.
wild to see this. Like, I'm not gonna say it makes sense because I don't think it does, but still, like, this was like so goofy that this is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead and you were explaining.
No, that's the thing. Like because I think the headline kind of reads for itself, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
like people that play people that play like Wolverine, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
his whole kit is you jump on people and do a bunch of crazy slashes, right?
Right.
There's that like you do less damage. Also apparently like movement is messed up, right? Like so if you have more FPS, you can go farther.
Hmm.
Then like so like for example Magic, she has a dash.
Right.
So like that completely like gets messed up.
Okay.
So that it's interesting to see that because like bro like there's so like it's crazy that there's a lot going for this game, but bro, one Doctor Strange portal, you're playing a PowerPoint slide.
Well,
That's
yeah,
literally
they
what you're doing.
said, "Oh, hippity hoppity, your frames are gone and my property." Like
Yeah.
it's the thing is though, like from a technical standpoint, I'm not excusing the low performance, but like from a technical standpoint, the Doctor Strange ult is like our portal, fantastic. It's like so cool to do in a
Yeah.
competitive game.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
So I understand the idea of like, hey, like they need to optimize it a little bit. At the same time, though, if I play competitive and my frames drop to like 20 because of a game like something I can't control, I feel like that needs to be addressed either by some metric or somehow. Like someone I talked to was basically
Mhm.
saying they should standardize what's it called, graphic settings for competitive, and it's like if you can't reach a certain FPS by doing this and that, you can't play competitive. And I thought that was interesting. I don't know if that's the right
Mm.
solution, but I think it's an interesting solution. You know.
I know like Street Fighter used to have that in like Street Fighter 4 where they're like, oh, you if
Mm,
you have a benchmark or whatever. But also like this is like almost like a Bethesda level bug, man.
yeah,
Where
that's pretty big.
like you know like Fallout 76, look at the floor,
Oh,
you travel
dude,
lightning
yeah, you
speed.
could go zoom through. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I have they addressed it? Have they say they're gonna fix it, or just kind of?
I mean, I think they're um I don't know if they're gonna address it. I would assume that they have to address it. Probably like they have to say something before this goes like because I'm guessing they're trying to set this up for competitive scene, right? For esports to take
Oh,
over
easily,
whatever
yeah,
the Overwatch
easily,
league,
dude,
right?
yeah.
So this needs to be ironed down before like money gets involved.
Yep,
Obviously. So
that makes sense.
but I mean season one technically starts what on the 6th? So
I
next
believe
Monday?
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Uh
that, they've
mhm,
announced a couple of things coming along with season one. So first thing that they kind of came out recently and said was they said who is coming in season one. And
mhm.
it's an interesting pick. I actually was not expecting it to be the Fantastic Four, but I'm glad it is. Like they look great. I don't know if you've seen the picture that they put out,
Mhm,
but Marvel Rivals basically kind of announced saying that Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, and Human Torch are all going to be coming as playable characters for season one, which
mhm,
is amazing because it's one of those things where the fact that they're able to pump out 4 characters in the first season, crazy. Overwatch, you got 1 character a season, if that. And the fact that they're able to pump out 4, because the thing is, they have a huge catalog to pick from.
Yeah.
You know,
You can argue half the work is kind of done. Like the concept design, you
mm,
you got a couple of years of comic books, you know.
yeah, just a little bit of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, this I'm actually really excited. I've looked at their kits and things like that. I haven't looked at all of them, but I've kind of like looked at what they're kind of going for. I don't want to
Hmm.
get too into it in terms of like me looking into it because I do like to be surprised and see like how when I play it.
Hmm.
But the designs are great. I think the thing actually looks really good, and for some reason, like I don't know what it is, but he looks really unique compared to what like he usually looks like. I don't know. I think it might be the shoulders or whatever the case is, but I think he looks great, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I think maybe it's part of the face. There was the subreddit was like they're zooming on Invisible Woman. They're like, I don't blame Doom. I would have done it too.
I saw a couple of them where it's like, Reed, you can't handle all that. And then there's like another camp where it's like, he is quite literally the only person who can handle all of that because
Yeah.
he's,
Oh God.
all
Yeah.
that stuff. But
There's there's it's interesting to see how they're gonna handle the team ups because
mhm.
like in theory like you would think that like oh Fantastic Four okay they're gonna all have like like one super massive team up because like they're all like it's in the name they're one big team but apparently I think with Namor and Invisible Woman they're supposed to be like some lore accurate team up
Bro,
and then
he
they're like
the lore accuracy is that Namor sexually harasses the Invisible Woman. That's like the whole bit. It's
oh
so
really oh
like
no
he's
dude
always like hitting on her. And he's always like, "Hey, yo, what's up? Aha, what's
it's
up?" It's like
I just read something about them being lab partners so
no,
I was
yeah,
like
yeah.
okay.
Like there's some depending on the what you read. Like there's some ones where he like they are in love. There's some where it's like it's a weird like it just depends. But most stories have it to where she's pretty faithful to Reed Richards and Namor's just like, "Hey, yo, shawty, what's up?" Like it's a little goofy to be honest.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know if a four-person team up is viable. That might be
Mhm.
a little bit overpowered.
Mhm.
I think the
That's
highest we're
true.
seeing in the game right now is three, right?
Yeah. Like you well, like a specific thing is 3, but there are you can't have like two synergies procced at the same time. Like, you can have a Thor and a Hela and then a Thor and a Captain America.
Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
you can have like a Venn diagram situation, but yeah, like having 3 like having 4 specifically in one thing, like you're kind of implying like hey dude, you like 60% of this team is going to be this character right now. So
That's true. So we'll see. We'll
or
see how that
yeah.
goes. I guess we'll see what we'll see how powerful this energy is. I am excited to see what they're gonna do with these characters. So and
Mhm.
that's coming up. So I'm gonna play a lot of it when it does come out, just like you are. Oh,
Yeah.
loud noise. Speaking of that, they also added the devs also kind of came out and said that Marvel they've confirmed that characters like Captain America, like the Sam Wilson variant, and Miles Morales will not come to the game as skins. They'll come as completely unique characters, which I very much appreciate. I think that even though they have a vast catalog, they're not settling for taking these characters and just saying, "Hey, like we're just gonna make them like a separate thing," or we're gonna make them a skin for Captain America or a skin for Spider Man. I do
Mhm.
think it'll take some time before we get those characters, considering we already have a Captain America and a Spider Man in the game.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I'm kind of excited to see how they innovate on like Sam Wilson or like Miles Morales kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I maybe I'm just like a bit jaded because I can only see like one item change, like one thing in the kit change where, like for example, Sam Wilson probably has like a flying mechanism, and then Miles Morales has like either an invis or electricity mechanism. Where I'm like, okay, but like that 80% of the kit will probably be similar. I
Mm-hmm.
might be wrong, but that's just kind of the vibe. I want to see like a Cyclops. I want to see Juggernaut. I want to see Sentinel. Like more people show up possibly. Like that's kind of where my feeling goes.
Mm-hmm.
But then also like the game is like what 33 or 36 characters. Like dude, you're gonna be hitting some like some like a crazy like balancing problems in the future because like some Marvel vs. Capcom 2 roster list where it's like 52 characters,
Yeah.
one for every month.
Yeah. The well, speaking of, there has been a leaked list of characters coming to Marvel Rivals. Don't know when, but by through data mining things like that, and you can hear Ahmed sighing because this is where the problem with this kind of game comes from, where it's like with Overwatch, you can't have like that level of cringe where it's like I'm Tracer, like you can't like haha chip pip pip cheerio. Like after like a little bit, it's like okay, dude, like whatever, you can skip that. But with this game, with an established identity, with established characters, people really try to be like, oh, I am this character. I am that's me. Like I'm Deadpool, and like people like try to personify that, and it's really like annoying. And that's most definitely gonna happen with this game, like for sure. Uh, that being said, you know, the character, God, man.
I'm gonna asterisk real quick to our friend who's nameless. He's a fan of Deadpool. This isn't at you, bro. This is just at the internet weirdos.
Yeah.
If he had, I'll be honest. I don't know if he's gonna listen to this, but
Maybe
I just
not.
gotta say.
No,
anyways.
fair enough. No, you're right. But the characters,
because every day, sorry, because like every day we get on, he's like, bro, I want Deadpool in the game. I'm like, bro, please, I don't want this guy to be because I'm already kind of getting sick of hearing pure chaos, and I don't want to hear this dude's all and this one-liners and all this stuff, and then him trying to make a meta joke about Overwatch.
The meta joke. He should make a joke about Taiwan.
Oh god,
dude, that'd be crazy. For anyone who doesn't know, the game actually bans some instances of like a sentence with the word Taiwan in it, and Winnie the Pooh as well is also banned because it's a Chinese game, and Tiananmen Square is also banned. So very goofy.
You can't say Taiwan #1, but you can say Taiwan #2.
What's #1?
Huh?
What would be #1 if Taiwan's
I don't know.
#2?
I'm just saying, like the meme is Taiwan #1.
No, I know. But
okay.
now maybe they're like really big fans of like Pakistan. They're like, oh, Pakistan's #1 actually. That's why we saved it, you know?
Pakistan is in the bag.
That's racist. But the characters that were announced
That's crazy, bro.
Are Angela, Blade, Captain Marvel, Deadpool, Emma Frost, Hitmonkey, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Jean Grey, Mr. Fantastic, MODOK, The Hood, The Thing, Ultron, and Valkyrie. Now, I didn't, what I say announced, but I'm like leaked, whatever the case is. Obviously, the ones that are coming out in season 1 are announced. The kit for Ultron is also out, which looks really cool. So I am excited for a lot of these characters. I don't know how the game is gonna look with all these extra characters in it, because I don't. Man, it like you were saying earlier, it might hit that league problem of like capacity. So it's just a matter of balancing that and figuring out how that's gonna work out. But you know,
I don't know, man. That's okay. The thing that kind of irks me is that this looks like because like art departments and like character creation and things like that, this stuff is like baking in the background way before it kind of touches down, right? Like they're like in the case of like, for example, X Defiant, they had like 5 seasons worth of content that they literally just said, F it, here you go, and they just plopped it down, where some stuff was like almost complete and some stuff was still like in development. So like a lot of stuff bakes. So like when this stuff is coming out, this looks like probably like a year or two kind of lineup, like that we would get all these guys in 2 years. My heart hurts because like that's not the characters I wanted, man.
Who do you want? Who's your #1 that you could put in there if you could?
The #1? Okay, let's think about it. Let's think about it for real. All right. Actually, okay, you think of it as well, because I'm kind of doing this on the fly, right? Like I kind of want to see more X-Men representation, right? I think as a tank, Sentinel would be pretty good because he can like, but it'd be ironic if
there's 2 Sentinels. Which Sentinel are you talking about?
Like the X-Men Sentinel.
Like the robot?
Like, yeah.
Okay. Because there's another Sentinel that can also fit the role of a tank. He's like essentially Superman of the universe. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, yeah. That would be cool. Sentinel.
Because I was thinking along those lines, but then it's like he can't have a team up with with Wolverine or the mutants, because like his whole thing is like killing the X-Men.
Yeah, racism is his whole bit. He belongs to Metaphor, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, but like
Sentinel's a good
that
answer.
would be cool, but I don't know. What do you think?
For me, I think a fun person that would be really cool is, man, I would say Quicksilver, or someone like we haven't seen in a game yet. And
Mm.
that might be a little bit of a stretch, but like we haven't really seen Quicksilver. Oh, actually, he might be in the Marvels game, but whatever. Quicksilver might be cool. Miss Marvel might be cool. The Muslim
Mm.
character.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the elastic,
yeah, a lot.
basically.
Yeah, the stretchy girl. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if there's anybody else specifically that I'm like, oh, Thanos. I think would be really neat. I don't know how they would do that,
Mm.
but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
curious to see how they would implement that into the game. Because like the versions that we got of the characters that were like pre-established already from like Marvel stuff in terms of the
Hmm,
movies,
hmm.
they varied them up, and I think they did really good. You know,
Yeah.
like I didn't expect Stephen Strange to be a tank. I'll be honest, but I think
Hmm,
his
hmm.
kit works surprisingly well to be a tank.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Like,
yeah.
I was just thinking right now. I think Gambit could be a good one, where it's
Ooh,
like
Gambit,
your
yes.
fire, like your primary fire is you throwing out cards. You can have a shift ability where you whip out the staff.
And then your ultimate is
Um.
just you speak French.
Oh, Joe, mon ami.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I don't
making a
know.
name for yourself, have you played Warthunder?
I haven't, bro.
Would you like to?
Because I'm not trying to get on the FBI watch list.
Listen, brother. This is it. This is not okay. Context: classified fighter jet specs leak on the Warthunder forums again. This is something that happens pretty frequently at this point. It's happened like every other month or every 2 months or so. And the previous instances of this happening is essentially that two people or like people on the forums are arguing, and one of the guys is like, dude, that's not how this plane is supposed to be. And then one of the guys is like, no, it is. He's like, dude, it's not. Let me show you. And he somehow either he works for the airline like department, whatever, but he's just able to be like, let me show you. I'll prove you wrong. And just like post classified military documents. And of course they get taken down. And of course it's the developers like, guys, please stop doing this because the
Dude, it's
game will get banned or something, you know?
yeah. It's hilarious because I initially I'm thinking like these guys are like LARPers. Like these guys are like, man, I know my history. I know my military. Like they're like military sim guys. But the other part of my brain is like, what if this is like Colin Powell, bro? This is like the head of the military. He's just playing these games. He's like, you idiot.
You
I know
so,
what this
dude,
tank
my
looks
dad
like.
literally works for the military right now, and you don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of I don't know if you saw recently the thing with like Elon Musk and his burner account.
Oh, Adrian Dittman or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, like, dude, there's stuff where like Elon Musk is on this alt account. He's like, guys, Elon gets so much sex. He's this. He's the best dad in the world. It's like, dude, what do you? And I'm just imagining like that type of someone
Mhm.
that's so high that like or so high up there that they're like, I don't care, whatever. They're playing War Thunder and then arguing with a kid on Discord and says, you know what,
Mm,
kid, look at this.
yeah. And then what happens is he sends those documents, and immediately he's like, "What have I done?" And he's like,
Yeah.
fired or whatever. But yeah, this keeps happening. I don't know if there is going to be an end to this. I don't know if it's one of those things where they have to just close on the forums or whatever the case is. But it's just so funny every single time it happens because these people like to think like, "Oh yeah, this is great. This is a normal activity to
Yeah.
do." I guess that's a good thing that you've built up such a good community, or I don't know if good is the right word, but such a dedicated community that they're
Passionate.
like,
Yeah.
they're passionate about what it is. But
Yeah. But I'm not playing War Thunder. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't care how many
mm,
YouTube ads I get.
listen, Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh,
Uh,
that's console level graphics.
yeah, it is. It's like that game, the mobile game. This is a real mobile game that they made. The developers of this game have actually made it into a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of legends. All right.
I like
You
it.
saw that? That was pretty good, right? All right. Listen, brother. Do you have League installed on your computer right now?
All day. Yeah, man.
I do as well. However, I have not touched it. I'll be real with you. I have not booted it up once after finishing Arcane. Or sorry, that's not correct.
Okay,
That's not correct.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna pull up u.gg.
No.
This
That's
is
not.
played.
Yeah. No. That's not correct. What I meant to say was after like that first week after finishing Arcane, I played it, and then Rivals came out. Ever since then, I have not touched it. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, fair.
And that might be the case for a lot of other players as well. I don't know if it's because Rivals is eating their lunch. I don't know if it's just one of those things where people just really don't want to play League and they understand what it's about, which is a good choice. I don't recommend anybody play it, to be honest. But the article that I'm looking at basically says that Arcane's success, Season 2, didn't translate into new League of Legends players, which is kind of funny because, like, yeah, like, duh, right? I think it's one of those things where commercially Arcane was a huge success from a show. It's amazing. But the one thing consistently that everyone says about this show, doesn't matter if you like it, hate it, someone comes online, hey, I just finished Arcane. Should I get into League of Legends? Resounding just no. Like, consistently. And the people who are into League of Legends re-download it and they're like, oh, like, let me play it like we did. And now they're like, not really my thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think like it's like, okay, League already has a pretty big like game base. Like there were people that I was like, man, these guys aren't gonna play games. They played League, so like I think there's already a lot of the population that has touched the game, and it's like I don't want to say it's like a Minecraft situation, but it's like I don't know if they're not gonna get a first time buyer, first time player situation here. That's my thought. But also like the game is not really easy, like noob friendly essentially, because it's there's a lot of dynamic like not there's I don't say dynamic mechanics, but like there's like a lot of dynamic feel and game sense that you have to learn over time, and it's not like like an easy pickup thing, you know. Like maybe if there was a game where it was like you can play with a controller, I think that would like alleviate a lot of like the barrier entry. But yeah, it's like I'm not surprised to see that the numbers didn't go up.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the younger, like the next generation of people who are into gaming stuff with that, I don't think they're jumping into League of Legends because that same meme, vitriol, whatever, of like, hey, don't play League, it's trash, whatever the case is carrying over, and it's like something that has staying power. I think that Riot also understands that they probably hit critical mass with League. Like, they've gotten as much people as they're ever going to get, hence why they're branching out into other things, fighting games and RPGs and whatever else they wanted to make. I think that's probably why they're doing that.
Yeah.
That being
it's
said,
good. Like they have to kind of expand. But yeah, sorry.
No, you're right. They do. But that's just, like, League is their main breadwinner. There's not going to be nearly as many people who are into, 2x KO as there are into League. So the question becomes, like, how do you fix that problem? Do you make a League of Legends 2? I think that's a possibility. I don't know what that's going to entail, but,
Yeah. I honestly, it's funny looking back at like Dota 2. They're just like, what is this? Because Dota was just a mod. Dota 2, they're just like, all right, it's mine now. But yeah, now I'm thinking about League 2 or Chess 2 or something like that.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
My brain is kind of fried.
Just, I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just gonna they'll release League of Legends 2 when they release the next like show that's partnering like after Arcane. Because there's news that they are aggressively making new like League of Legends Arcane spin-off shows in the different nations, Noxus and Demacia, all this stuff. In League, there's a bunch of different regions you can make a show about. So they're gonna push towards that as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's good. Like they have a lot of established lore.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to kind of dig in and kind of show that off. Which I mean, it's cool. I just don't want it to be too overbearing, right? Where it's like maybe like, give one every 2 years or something like that. Give me some breathing room. I don't want to get Marvel like MCU-ified where it's I'm pretty sure I don't have to watch like this show and this webtoon and this thing to understand the lore, but it's just I don't want oversaturation of something. So
no, that is very true. Did you? Yeah, no, that is true. Maybe it's your own fault. Maybe you're just not, consuming Netflix in the proper manner, because
you're right. I watch Netflix on my phone.
Yeah, in 10 parts. God, such a stupid. I hate this guy. Basically, God, Netflix execs have told screenwriters, and this I'm reading this directly, to have characters that quote unquote announce what they're doing so that viewers who have a program on in the background can follow along, which is very interesting. But what's this weird nail in the coffin is that they also said they have thousands of micro genres, including a quote unquote casual viewing genre, which is used for movies and TV shows that go down best when you're not paying attention.
All right, this is like my quick take. Netflix said, "Hey, we really need to capitalize on Netflix and chill." Literally, that's what they're doing. Those are the second part of the thing is casual viewing when you're not paying attention. Or they're basically saying we need to get in on the Subway Surfers action.
That's true.
We need to. They're like, look at the data trend. Like my daughter, I have to talk to her with the freaking Subway Surfers on. So maybe that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think it's crazy. It's really weird that like that the fact that they said this with their chest is just like, dude, why don't you just make quality stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's
But
honestly, I think I'm more surprised at the first half of the title, right? Where it's like, hey, you need to write things where characters announce what they're doing. It's like that kills so much of what like movie making and cinematography is.
yeah.
Like there's so much that you can convey in a like stage presence or a framing or like body language, like not to be the guy that's like, oh, 90% of communication is body language, but it's like you like the way like characters like frowl their face or whatever when they're angry and things like that. Like you're gonna miss that if you're gonna push for a lot of content to be, oh, like, okay, defuse the bomb. What do you mean you're gonna cut the yellow wire that's left? No, cut. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
like I don't want to read a book. I don't want to freaking have a Audible subscription.
Maybe they're doing it for accessibility reasons to help people who can't
God
watch.
damn, why you gotta say it like that? Now I just look like a freaking dick.
Got him. Yeah, this is just, we'll see how it goes. I'm not excited about this in the slightest, but you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it sounds like they're just trying to kind of find new ways to make more money.
Yes.
Yeah,
Speaking of making more money, sorry,
Yes.
I know what you're trying to do, but breaking news that I have to interrupt your segue for.
That's crazy.
Notch tweeted 13 hours ago, 100% serious about all that, by the way. Someone says, what is this in reference to? I seem to be out of the loop. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you hear about this?
No, I know. I'm gonna consume this live. I don't even know.
Okay.
I thought you were doing a bit.
No, I'm
okay,
not dead ass. I'm so serious. Okay, here's what it is. I'm reading his tweet word for word. I basically announced Minecraft 2. I thought that maybe people actually do want me to make another game that's super similar to the first one, and I'm loving working on games again. I don't super duper care exactly which game I make first, or in parentheses, or even if I make more, but I do know I'm making one. So I figured I'd absolutely be willing to give an honest shot in the form of a spiritual successor of Minecraft and put up a poll about it. My intentions are to be clear and honest about it, saying that the spiritual successors are usually kind of, washed up, tragic. The things I'm fearing my next game is going to be anyway, and try to push myself to avoid. So why not do the thing that people do want and are willing to give me somehow even more cash for? I intend for the money to be spent for good, but my God, have I learned I fail a lot. Winning is failing until you make yourself succeed. Oh, and I also very much value being a man of my word, so I also intend to do this in a way that in no way try to sneakily infringe on the incredible work that the Mojang team is doing and that Microsoft is successfully doing the Microsoft shitification about. Don't know what that's about. And I respect them for doing that. It's their job. And hey, from what I understand, let the studio do things their way, which seems very fair to me. End tweet.
Interesting,
right? Yeah.
I guess you could say he's trying to square up.
But yes, correct. Dude, that's like
I don't know, man.
What do you call it? Minecraft 2? There's no way.
Uh,
Would you?
I don't
Because
know, dude. Like,
I,
okay, here's
yeah.
it's actually you go, you go, you go,
No,
you
no,
go.
you go for
I don't know what more he can do.
it.
Like, I feel like a spiritual successor means it's not necessarily something that iterates. It's like something that tries to capture the feeling, right?
Mhm.
I think the looter survival kind of vibe, like to me, it's not catching anymore. And I think it's like the market's already been tapped. Like I feel like there's only very few games that can come in and just like make a big ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just came in at the right time in the past, that he just made a simple game, nice music, relaxing, and then he was able to iterate in silence, and then kind of make this game much more expansive and establish so much more lore and things, and
Mm-hmm.
really get in touch with the community that's playing the game to kind of add new ores and new biomes and all this new stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think like we're at a point right now where
But okay, for context, he's not. I don't think he's doing any of that. I think it's Mojang and Microsoft.
no, before I'm saying before they sold it to Microsoft, he was doing all these updates
Yes, yes,
and
yes,
biomes
yes,
and things like that, right?
yes.
So like, and I think right now, like, unless he wants to make, like, if he's trying to make another game that like, if it's just like, hey, this like Minecraft but it's better or something, or like there has to be some twist to it to make it compelling.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'm gonna super simplify. Stardew Valley is like Animal Crossing Minecraft, right? In
Yeah.
2D. And like you already have people that like have their like niches and things.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if another hat in the ring is gonna be worth it, unless it's like he's like, oh no, I want to do something a little bit different, like add a new concept or something. I'm not a game developer or a designer, so I can't really speak on that, but
Mm.
I don't know.
I'm not either, and I think that I'm willing to give it a shot to see like if it's actually like really like nice and fun to play. I don't know if I'll play, but um like I'm saying, like I don't know if I like Minecraft is my thing, but I'm curious to see what kind of, because the thing is like Valve,
Hmm.
like, do we have the Half-Life 3 news in here?
We
No.
do,
Oh,
yeah,
we do.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. We'll get more into that, but Valve saying we're gonna make like Half-Life 3, whatever. Like, let's say they do it. The question that I have is, oh, like how would they innovate? Because like those kinds of games, I feel like have been done, the open world, semi-open world, like level-based shooters, but it's Valve, so they're gonna do something with that's gas. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
always like to innovate. So maybe that's the same case here, where it's like, okay, maybe he wants to innovate. I don't know if he will, but I'm willing to see how that plays out. You know?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it also could just be like making a game that has a vibe. Like I think there's some games like I've written off, I was like, oh, whatever, but like the art style feels good, the music just hits right, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what, this is exactly what it needs to be. Maybe it's one of those things like you can like capture that and build off of it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
he did say he's asking for community feedback on this stuff, so I maybe
mhm,
that will help. But yeah,
yeah.
um, but he's just trying to make more money, so we'll see what
Yeah.
happens with that.
Yeah. And then now back to your scheduled programming. Speaking about making more money, there is a new report that says gamers are watching more games than they actually play them. Which honestly I'm not too surprised about. Like going back to
What does that mean?
the
Watching more like streams?
yeah, they're watching more YouTube videos, they're more watching more streams than actually playing the game, right? This kind of lines up because like, kind of going back to the Netflix thing, right? Where like people are kind of doing things on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like a lot of times I'll have a YouTube stream open, or a Twitch stream, YouTube video, just have it played in the background and that'll work or something, right? So like
Yeah.
I'm like consuming in that sense.
Right.
But what advertisers caught on, they said, "Oh my God, there's a whole new untapped market we can advertise in." So the
Interesting.
idea is like, imagine you have like more specific ads in a game that are like tailored it within that game that kind of makes sense, right? Like I think the most common case right now is like you look at 2K and then you have freaking Jake from State Farm kind of there, which is like somewhat like already exists in the NBA today, like somewhat tangentially adjacent to it. Then
Mm.
someone I was listening to another podcast called The Gaming Illuminati. One of the guys was saying, "Yo, what if this is, what if they have like a brand ambassador now that they can like be a tastemaker for the games and make the content specific to them, right? Or instead of being a partner streamer, you have freaking Ubisoft Alex. Hey man, another day, another video, and then like he gets into it and shows off the latest games and things like that. Like this could be
Interesting.
another avenue of like basically where like don't be surprised in 10 years if like ads get more hyper aggressive in the games, or like you get better product placements and things like that that are kind of baked in. I wouldn't be surprised to see that because
Well, they already started
they're
with like sports games, haven't they? Like they've put real
yeah, yeah,
ads in sports games and things like that, which like
yeah,
it makes sense. I do think that it's a little bit of a weird zone of like I don't say free advertising because they're paying for it, but like it's
hmm
perpetual advertising that I personally don't really want in my experience, you know?
yeah,
So that might be something to we'll see if people get upset about it, but I feel like this is just gonna happen, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, because I think the way things work is like people want more ways to make money, and I think that's just kind of the nature of things, right? Like
Mm.
capitalism, you have to make number go up each week or
Yep.
each month. So
Yep.
it is what it is. Speaking about, actually, there's really no segue here. We're just gonna go straight into it.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who leaked the Deadlock gameplay and alpha and all the information, he's pretty credible. His name
Right.
is Gaben Follower.
He's somehow
Is
still alive
claiming,
after leaking all that stuff, by the way, which is kind of
yes,
crazy.
is claiming that Half-Life 3 is alive, similar to him, and is currently being playtested. The playtest is being said to be within a friends and family situation. I live, actually, I'm not gonna say where I live. I, I know where the Valve HQ is. I may or may not roll up and say I'm a friend of. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, go for it.
But this is kind of crazy. Like, because I think the rumors were that this was supposed to show up in the Game Awards, right? And people
Yes.
were saying Half-Life 3 Game Awards, like that's supposed to be the big thing. And
But
a
instead
couple
we
of
got
people were saying,
intergalactic profit from Neil
yeah,
Cuckman.
exactly. A couple of people were saying that there's supposed to be a reveal that's supposed to blow your head go, make your whatever, make you poop your pants.
Make your peen go wee, yeah.
Exactly. And a lot of people wanted this to be it. Initially, I'll be honest, I was kind of like, whatever, like get this guy out of here. But there is a rumor that Valve is making a new headset. And there
Oh.
is also another rumor that this one is not a rumor. So the voice of G-Man, his name is like Mark Shapiro or something. I don't know. Something along those lines.
Mr. G
I don't know.
himself.
Yeah. But when Half-Life Alex, before it got revealed by like 3 weeks, he posted a clip on Twitter speaking like G-Man, and people were like, well, what is he talking about? And then Valve releases the index, and bam, they announced Half-Life Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Now he also tweeted, I think December like 30th or something.
Very recently, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hashtag 2025, hashtag good year or something like that, and it's him talking like G-Man. So the rumor of a new headset dropping, rumor of this getting play tested, a rumor of, oh, not a rumor, the tweet from him. These are three key pieces of evidence that point to Half-Life 3.
Yeah,
And
salam.
if you look at the board behind me, no. Honestly, I want more Half-Life Alex, to be honest. I was just saying the other day that like if they can push more VR stuff forward, more standards forward, I think this would like their Valve basically writes like an amazing game design guide and says, here you go, folks. And
Mm-hmm.
then people over the next couple of years read it, remix it, make their own games. And I really want to see VR push forward. So
Yes. I think that a new Half-Life would be really interesting. Again, it's Valve, and they've always kind of innovated on what they do. So I'm so curious to see how they're gonna push it forward, dude, because it's gonna be awesome. You know?
Yeah, the ending of Alex really left a big opening for them to kind of go in.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I
So
don't
we
know,
shall see
man.
how that goes.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make it all the way up to. Maybe they'll. No, hold on. I got it. Maybe they'll
Hmm.
keep it going until 4. You know.
Hmm.
Technically, this would be Half-Life 4, right? Because Half-Life Alex is technically Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
So technically, this will be Half-Life 4.
Yeah. Yeah. That's correct.
You know, just like you know, they're very passionate about their work at Valve, just like the creators
Hmm.
of Dead Space, who came
Mm.
out recently and said, "Dude, we would have loved to make a Dead Space 4, but EA said no." Which, and they said this
Mm.
on a podcast recently. Which podcast did they say this on? Was it a podcast? What's it called? Let me see here. They said it on, and you can find this yourself. Oh, Dan Allen Gaming. He made a podcast about a bunch of stuff, and the Dead Space creators kind of came in and wanted to talk about Dead Space 4. And EA said
Oh, this is
no.
interesting.
But there's more to the story than just that EA said no to Dead Space 4. Do you know what this is? Do you know about this?
Okay, I know the guy. I know one of the guys on here. One of the guys on here is the made Callisto Protocol. So I think he's just salty, but
So
I
that's
don't
the
know.
thing. The rest of the team that made Dead Space, the original Dead Space, have left. It's just a guy essentially who made Callisto Protocol. And as we know, Callisto Protocol came out, and not a lot of people really liked it. They said it was kind of boring and it wasn't very fun. It was pretty trying to be a Dead Space copy, and it feels like it, you know. Hence, EA saying no thanks, we're not interested in Dead Space 4. The way I understand it, and the way I'm interpreting it as EA saying we're not interested in Dead Space 4 from you specifically, because what you gave us as an attempt to give us Dead Space again did not work out.
Mm, damn,
So, you know.
they said, nah, no, okay. There could have been a joke. There wasn't a joke. I was gonna say something about
I believe in you. You got
now
this.
now his project is basically dead in space.
Ooh, that was not that bad. Not
Nah,
bad.
it's
Not
fine.
bad.
Actually, bro, I'm gonna go jump off a building.
No, 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 no. Come back. We need you. Because we need you to witness the revival of another game studio.
Let's go.
TANGO GameWorks, the studio behind Hi-Fi Rush and Evil Within 1 and 2, was recently axed from Xbox's portfolio after releasing a banger of a game, which was Hi-Fi Rush, as we all know. Hi-Fi Rush won even awards and things like that, and the gameplay was great, and it was just a really solid game. But Xbox said, that's not good enough. We need more. And so they axed it. Fast forward to now, they are actually back and better than ever. In a recent note that they published to their Twitter, they kind of said that, hey, a new start. TANGO GameWorks Studio has been reborn as TANGO GameWorks Inc. and proudly joining Crafton Inc. We're excited to continue crafting games that bring joy to the players around the world. Thank you for your continued support as we embark on this new journey. So they're coming back, and we knew this. They were already bought out, but this is them kind of officially saying, hey, like, yeah, like we're here to get stuff done, which is kind of cool. I'm actually really excited for this, and I would love to see what comes out of that studio next. I'm pretty sure it's Hi-Fi Rush 2, but we don't actually know yet.
Yeah, I mean it's good that it's nice to see that people like a good studio is saved and like didn't get dunked on.
Mm-hmm.
And so like happy ending, I guess. Like that hopefully not a lot of people got impacted. Tinfoil hat on.
Mm-hmm.
TANGO GameWorks is following Phil Spencer.
Ooh.
They're coming back. They're coming back. No, I'm joking. They're gonna buy him again.
They're gonna, you know what? Let's do it a second time. They buy them again, close them down again. It's just an endless cycle.
It was so nice. I had to do it twice.
Yeah.
Listen, I want them to be back because I want more Game Pass. My Game Pass subscription is ending, but
Fake fan.
yeah, I like it, man, and it's cool because I get to try a lot of new games that come out in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, would you like to know the stats behind the games of 2024.
Yeah, actually, I would. I saw this on the docket, and I didn't know what you wanted
Yeah,
to do
I
with
had
this.
to. I wrote the like basically this kind of breaks down the link I have breaks down the like from a business perspective, like what's
Mm-hmm.
the bestseller in each country, and like the
Ah.
publisher and all this stuff. It's interesting because you
For
get to
anyone who wants
learn
to look
about
at these links, they're all going to be in the descriptions as they usually are. So,
yeah.
yeah,
So
continue.
it tells you like who's like the biggest publisher, what's the biggest game. Like right now, you would think how much money would a game like Monopoly Go mobile make? Take a good guess.
Is that a serious question, or are you
Yeah,
memeing?
yeah, yeah.
Uh, is the game free?
Yes, I think so. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Hmm. Okay. If it's free, I would say probably like maximum of 2 million.
Brother, it was the number one it's the number one consumer spending game worldwide at 2 billion.
Huh?
Monopoly Go. It's insane. But this thing was interesting. So you get to see a lot of things. Oh, also, number 3 most downloaded game, Subway Surfers.
Well,
Bro, that was in high school. What is this game?
bro,
What's going on?
those TikTok clips aren't gonna make it themselves, bro.
Exactly. So that being said, I want you to take a guess. I don't know if you don't have the thing open.
I don't have it open. No.
Uh,
Should I
okay.
open it or no?
If you want to, or maybe I let me
You
just
have
hit
it
the
open.
highlights.
You have it. I'll play by your game, so I won't open.
Okay.
It. Yeah.
Actually, I'll just walk through because I think we're a bit long here. But I'm just gonna give you a highlight. So
Cool.
take a guess at top 10 best selling U.S. games. How many of these are sports games?
Ooh, because sports gets weird. Because it's like, do Americans like FIFA a lot, or is it like more so at Madden, NFL, whatever? I would say, what am I? I'm saying how many on like the top five
Top
are.
10 most selling, top 10 best selling of 2024, the
I
whole calendar
think
year.
I think two of them are sports games.
Brother, 4 of them are sports games.
Four? What four sports games
Yeah.
are they?
So it's funny because it comes back twice. So it's gonna be college football,
Oh, okay,
Madden, another
yeah.
football, EAFC European football, and then it's the EA Sports MVP bundle. Which is funny. You want to know why it's funny? The MVP bundle is Madden plus college football. So basically, it's
Oh,
the 3 games I get.
I forgot that they separated Madden and college football. I thought they're the same kind of game.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
Okay. Interesting.
surprisingly, Helldivers 2,
Uh huh.
number 3 best-selling game of 2024
In the world,
in the US. In the
in the
US.
U.S. Interesting. I believe that. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Would you also believe that 2 Call of Duties were the best-selling games of 2024 in the US?
What two Call of Duties?
Black Ops 6 and Modern Warfare 3.
Really? Modern Warfare 3
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Of 2024. That I'm surprised too, honestly.
I am
Man.
very surprised about that. A lot of people
I literally,
hated
if
that
you,
one.
I have the things hidden here. Like here,
Oh, I
I'll
pulled it up here. Okay, I can see it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Elden Ring base game is at number 9.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's one game I hid here. Number 10, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Huh?
I want your thoughts on this one.
What are you talking about, Dragon's Dogma 2? You're lying.
That's literally, well, I swear to God, Dragon's Dogma 2, published by Capcom, best-selling game, number 10
What?
of United States.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Dude, okay. Here's my take. Dragon's Dogma 2, that's crazy. Dragon's Dogma 2 is not as good as Dragon's Dogma 1. Full stop. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not as polished. It doesn't have as much content. And it just feels like a reiteration of the same exact game.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that Dragon's Dogma 2 is like probably one of the worst like $70 I've spent. I'll be honest. I don't think it's worth that much. I think it's worth like $30 to $40 because of how short it is and how like it is good in a sense that like it has fun things in it, but because the second half is just gone, nah, fam, no way that it deserves number 10. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Give it to Balatro
So
at least.
okay, that was gonna be my next question. Actually, it was gonna be besides Balatro, what would you want to be the number 10 bestseller? That you're like, it's a crime that people have not played this.
Metaphor, I would say.
Fair.
Metaphor is on my. What about you? What's your number 10 or your? What would you put on here?
From last year, let me see. From 2024. Damn, I'm about to get put on fraud alert. I would have said Helldivers. But a lot of people, that's like number 3 game. Damn. I'm trying to get a unique thing. Give me a second. Shot clock. I need a couple more seconds.
It's all good.
Dragon Age. Actually, no, Silent Hill. I want to see.
Yeah, Silent Hill.
Yeah, I want to see them do good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to pick it up. I didn't. I'm gonna pick it up when I have time or when I have a blank spot. That's gonna be one of my games I pick up.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually funny. We forgot to do a re-roll for Is It Gas on Game Pass, but we'll do that towards the end.
Oh, I have a game that I wanted to try on Gas on Game Pass. It just came out recently. It's Carrion.
Oh, okay. I don't. What the heck is that, bro?
Yeah, it's like a 2D, like you're a meat monster eating people kind of game, but
lame. It's not on the best top sellers list. Get that out.
Oh, okay, fine. No, we'll kill it.
No, I'm joking.
No, we can do Gas on Game Pass. We'll do the roll. I actually enjoy the roll.
We have to do the roll just so the RNG. We have to kind of.
Yeah, that is correct.
Because that's part of the. Anyways, so there's 2 more things I wanted to highlight real quick.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of funny that the number 1 and number 4 spot in the UK was EA FC 25 and EA FC 24. So good, we had to buy it twice. And there's a lot of Super Marios on here, but the thing that I find it really funny is that Hogwarts Legacy, a game that came out like 2 years ago, is bestseller of 2024. Is number 2.
Wow.
Those guys are like, blimey, mate, that's really good.
He's just growing up, isn't he,
over there, bro?
Yeah. No,
I want to get on Chinese.
Man.
Yeah. But I thought that was just interesting, right? But yeah, this thing has a couple more interesting things. It's talking about like the most covered companies and the biggest publishers and things like that. But
nice. I will definitely read through that. That's kind of dope.
Cool. But yeah, before we do the closing remarks, do you want to do the roll or do you
No, I did last time. Okay. You go for it.
Okay. Do you want to have a veto or no veto? I'm just gonna.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Cause do we do like a best 2 out of 3 or do we just click whatever pops up?
Yeah, just click whatever pops up. We can see what it is.
All right, I'm clicking surprise me. What the frick is this? Steam World Build.
Steam World Build.
Oh, I've never heard of this game.
Okay, well, we gotta do it now. You rolled it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what the reviews say. The reviews say it's 4.4.
How long to beat is 8 hours. Okay, I mean
doable.
Look, we are men of our word. We're gonna play this game.
I mean, yes, but also yes. I am downloading it. We'll beat it tonight. How about that?
Let's see how it goes. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So next week, or I guess whenever we do this podcast, we'll let you know if this random game is gas on Game Pass. Actually, no. Let me put some respect. Steam World Build, published by Thunderful Publishing, developed by The Station. 3 gigs install size. Okay, I mean that's
it's not too bad.
Yeah,
not too bad. We will find out next time if it's gas on Game Pass. Yes. But Ahmed, do you have any closing remarks? Anything that you wanted to say? Anything you want to shout to the world and let them know?
NetEase, please.
I knew exactly
fix your game. I can't handle any more crashes. I am playing ranked, and I get kicked out.
Yep.
I suck so bad, and then people yell at me. And someone on the Steam review said, "Yo, I crashed so many times, I got banned." Listen, bro, I say free Taiwan. Maybe I deserve to be banned, but still, please fix the game because anytime a Doctor Strange opens an alt, I feel like I'm crypto mining on my freaking PC, bro.
Yep.
Please fix the game.
Yep, I would agree. Please fix the game. But other than that, good game, solid game. My closing remarks are that I hope to have beaten Metaphor by next time we have the podcast. But honestly, I don't think that's going to be the case.
He's not gonna do it, bro.
Because
And I'm not saying that it's this thing is huge, bro. This the last like fourth of the game is bigger than all the last 3 Call of Duty campaigns combined.
Oh God.
Why did I say campaign with a B? Oh, that's the
Gambit. The Indiana Jones came out of them, and they're like, you gotta
yeah, bro. I'm playing too much Indiana Jones one. It's you know what's actually great. The thing with Indiana Jones, the part that's unrealistic out of all this is how does this dude know all these languages? This dude speaking at him in straight freaking German. Oh yeah, man, exactly. Then he speaks back at him like that. Dude speaking at him in freaking like what the heck is the language that they speak in Thailand, bro?
Thai?
See, look,
Taiwanese? No, that's not right.
See, look, you got it. Look, I was about to say that too, but I wasn't trying to get called out. But the dude speaks Arabic. He just speaks everything. That's the only thing that I'm like. Damn,
it is Thai. It's Thai. It's Thai. Thai is the right word. Okay.
I hit him with the Taiwanese. That's a whole different country, bro. Anyways, yes.
Oh man.
Actually, I want to add one last closing remark. Please,
yes.
Audible, sponsor a brother. Even though I said I don't like Audible, hey, we gotta get these bills because I don't want to do this 9 to 5 shiz anymore. Well, at this rate, it's a 9 to 9 because
they got you working, brother. Hey, aren't you at the clock like right now? Get back to work,
bro. It's 11 p.m., bro.
Get back to work. But yeah, that was a podcast. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes.
If you've made it this far, say stinky duty. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Nah. Say what's the longest?
Actually,
what's the longest game you've played? Let us know.
Yeah, drop your favorite game or longest game.
Yeah,
down below in the comments below. I said that. Anyway.
And drop maybe drop a deuce or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
take
drop
a lot
a 5. Actually, can you drop 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or a thumbs up on YouTube? We try to grow. Tell a brother to watch just watch this. I don't know if you want to hear Chibi's rambling.
Well, yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Take care. Peace.
Peace.